really shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. Now, a little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. It's McCoy. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll keep it on the ground. McCoy. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Davis. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Taylor's throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Taylor to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McCoy. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
On first down, it's McCoy. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablet.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
point.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Smith letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 3-yard line.
Smith throwing again. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Adam Thielen. His second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Seahawks 21.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. LaShawn McCoy, 68 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He was trying to find Mo Alley-Cox, his tight end. And now it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again. Smith. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the
She-Rag got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes
the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
William Golston in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Cunningham from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
49ers 5-yard line.
They'll try again with McCoy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Here's Taylor. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Mo Alley Cox there to make the grab. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Good. Makes the score Raiders 7, 49ers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Able to spin free. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Taylor to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
That'll be complete to Alan Lazard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
At the 28-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders 7, 49ers nothing.
They'll run on 1st down. It's McCoy. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they snap him short of the 1st, as he can only get to the 20.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Try and run for this. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
2 yards.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 3rd down, Cunningham. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Vegas.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. 18 more yards there and another first down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Cunningham flushed out right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Burton there to make the grab. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Cunningham looking to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
49.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Taylor. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Taylor's pass intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A final shot before break. Cunningham. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? With the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
On the return, the Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he'll find Hall. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
47-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Odell Beckham, 53 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Operating from the gun, Cunningham looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
That's another 49er first down.
From the gun, Cunningham. He's got Burton here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam there.
And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf. From the gun on third down, Cunningham. That's complete right around the 8. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Back now here on EA Sports.
49ers.
It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Nature, all is automatic.
this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Sanders has the first down and much more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears have taken the early lead. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
That goes on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now Taylor on 1st and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to rifle one deep left. It's caught inside the 25.
What you doing out there, boy?
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Mo Alley Cox, 59 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone, but today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic, and they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the gun on 3rd down, Cunningham. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Airing it out for Olsen. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 42 yards. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Cam Akers, the ball.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Brought down by Cole Holcomb.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Try and run for it with Sanders. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And the Bears are going to have a first and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. They go option right on second and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Randall Cunningham scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Bears have taken the lead.
His kick is.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Bears 14, Raiders 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Their own 34-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Second and 10, it's Taylor again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
45-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. To throw again is Taylor. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts.
17 more.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. And his throw is incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Taylor. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Bears will get the football back. On 1st down, it's Cunningham, escaping the pressure right. It's brought in by Greg Jennings. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun on 3rd down. Cunningham. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Sanders here is then run out of the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Is good.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Before getting this inside the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This time Taylor will throw. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
10-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Taylor hit. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Bears will get the football back. They start on the ground here at Sanders. He'll have a first down past the 40 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And Now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Bears 19-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he fires one incomplete.
Intended for Dante Hall. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Taylor. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Vegas. First down and goal to go.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second
from the gun. Taylor into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30.
You know they
10.
pay me extra for this.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.